I've got 3 announcements in 30 seconds, let's go. Number 1, like and subscribe the video. It does wonders for the analytics and for getting the video featured. We're going for 100k subs by the end of the year and we're going for the golden gnome, so jump on board guys. Number 2, I have a Patreon, so if you want to support me a bit more than watching the videos and get some insight into me and my business ideas, check it out. And thirdly, TirannwnOnly has become a fortnightly scheduled program. New series and new videos will fill the voids in between, but it'll be released at the same time on screen now every fortnight. Get ready for it. This is episode 13. Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 13 of the TirannwnOnly Ultimate Ironman. Happy to have you here. We left off last episode with our used shortbow. It was a 120 hour grind of fletching and woodcutting to finally get here, but we made it. So we're going to put this baby to use now, going for level 70 range. We're going to head over to Wizards with the 1500 iron arrows we picked up, grab some runes and grab those levels. This will be the last requirement we need for the crystal bow. What a fantastic way to start the video. Mr. Genie, hello. Welcome to the family. Let's whack that lamp on, and I'm pretty sure that is 2 more lamps to level 5 Hunter. I'm always open to genies, always open to experience. Thank you very much, kind sir. So you might be thinking, why here? Why train range at the Wizards? They actually have quite small health pools, and their respawn time is actually quite big. We only average 10 to 12k experience an hour here. Well, it's all about the runes. These guys are actually self-sustaining with their rune drops, as I can go sell them, buy more arrows. It works out pretty well in that regard, but we're going for level 55 magic to High Elk. High Elk is going to be the key to making money as fast as possible towards the crystal bow, and hopefully once we get the crystal bow we can self-sustain from elves and it all kind of falls into place. But right now these guys, these runes, this is the key, so level 70 range and farming as many runes as we can. Let's go. Old mate Ferris joining us here for the first level of the video. We'd already had most of this level done from the last range grind, but level 66 range, there it is. Only 4 more levels to go. Let's keep smashing it out. Unexpected but always welcome, level 47 prayer. I think we're going to be due for another 2 prayer levels from these guys, but it's actually quite an achievement to have gotten this far in prayer experience and such a high prayer level from just burying regular bones. You know, it kind of blows my mind as it's something I guess I've never done and I've always seen prayer training as a grind, but there we go, I'll take it. Level 67 range. And that's the first trip done, 1500 arrows burnt through, 110k experience and about 2000 wizards killed. So it's not too bad. I think we've made enough money back from these blood runes and a few other runes that we should be able to buy enough arrows to push us through to level 70. Jokes, didn't even need to sell the blood runes, actually had enough leftover money for another 2000 arrows and it was like the exact amount. So I always enjoy when things add up perfectly. We're going to head back out to Wizards and I have no doubt that this will get us to level 70. Level 60 hit points, and level 68 range, level 48 prayer. I'm telling you guys, just go bury your bones. Whenever you do a slayer task, whenever you do anything, just bury them. They're actually worth a little bit of experience. Now, I've gained 83k experience from just burying every single bone I've seen, and it works out. We're still due for 1 more prayer level from these wizards though. Lol, just had some guy come through doing the underground pass. Joke's on him though, I don't even have a bank. Now, I know I made a joke about this last video, but hey, there you go, hey. Fuck, I'm not funny. I was just praying a Zamarok down here and old mate Genie showed up. I think it's time to ditch Saren. This guy's obviously what it's all about. Also, sorry if the clip's a little bit scuffed. I think RuneLight's having some issues at the moment. All the plugins aren't working or whatnot. I was just checking on Twitter. So, 1 more lamp until level 5 Hunter. How could I resist my favourite black cat? Prison Pete, yeah, I'll do it. He gives us some lore runes where he can give us some gems that might as well be worth it. Some Snapdragon. They'd be useful down the line, but not really useful at the moment, and I can't sell them for much, so the ground it is. Twice in a row? Ah, Bob, you shouldn't spoil me like that. Would I like to come fishing? I sure would. And level 26 fishing. I'm always going to keep doing these Bob random events. It's either free fishing experience, or once I'm over 50 magic, it's free magic experience. I mean, it'd be criminal not to take it. One of the last levels from Wizards coming in here, level 49 prayer. Prayer levels are always so rewarding, and that's Redemption Unlocked, probably the last useful one, if anything. But that's 20,383 bones buried since the start of the account. That's insane. Level 70 range finally ticked off the list. We've been sitting here for about 30 hours just to see that. Members can now equip Elf Crystal. We can now equip the Crystal Bow, which has been one of the biggest milestones we've been chasing since the start of the account. It's one of the biggest goals. It's going to be how we kill Zora. It's going to be how we start farming some real money and some real experience. So man, that feels so good. We're back here in Lita now, and the farming levels have been lacking over the last few weeks as we've been training other things. But we're back here, we're going to whip out this rake, and we're going to start some easy raking content. Level 9 farming. That's a nice level to add to the list, and it's a nice celebration for finally hitting that 70 range. So from here on out, we're going to start making some cash. The U short bows that we started making last episode are going to be our main money making method for the crystal bow. So we're going to have to start getting ready and prepared for our next grind. As I said, we've got to start getting prepared for the next grind. So, see you later, Adamant Halberd. We're going to low elk that bad boy. It's a bit of easy cash, we can always get it back. We're also going to take off the U short bow, and we're going to low elk that as well. We can get both of these items back, and next time we buy a halberd, we'll probably end up just buying a rune or a dragon anyway, seeing as we might have a bit of extra cash. We'll equip the pickaxe just so we can free up an extra invent slot, and we're going to head off now to the charter ships. We're going to pick ourselves up a fishing rod so we can get rid of this fishing bait. I'd originally intended to try and get the fishing grind all in one hit up to like level 76 for sharks, but we've got the 1k bait sitting with us now, and we might as well get started. We did get level 25 last episode, and it was a massive tick off the list for the grinds to come, so might as well make the most of it. I figured I'd just price check the runes real quick while I was here, just before we started fishing. Almost 500k in runes. That's like 500k just from wizards. Like, that's all we've done on this account to achieve these runes, besides, you know, the death runes of course. But it's kind of mind-boggling, and to think the amount that we've cast and the amount that we've sold as well. But anyways, let's throw our line in for the first time on this account. And that feels amazing to cast. Like, we grinded these Bob random events for ages since the start of the account. Now we're finally here, level 25 fishing. I don't know how, but there we go. I was going to say, I don't know how long it'll take to catch a pike, and a second one. Sweet. So it's actually not going to take as long as I thought, and we're going to go for level 76 eventually so that we can start fishing sharks. And if we can find ourselves a harpoon somewhere, which, as far as I'm aware, there's still no way to get one unless Prifton S comes out first or something along those lines, we'll be able to start catching sharks. But we might as well use up this fishing bait that we have now, and we're going to light some fires, and we're going to cook the fish as well, get some easy cooking levels, and it's just going to help out a turtle level a whole heap. It just feels so rewarding to see this all come together and to finally catch these fish and to finally get these levels done. Like, it's something I've been working towards for ages, and so to see it come to life feels great. Our first fishing level, level 27 fishing. That's our first level from just fishing with bait and not from Evil Bob. That feels great, and it's something fantastic to tick off the list and to know that now we can just keep grinding it out, because fishing bait actually wasn't that hard to get from zombies. And level 43 cooking, the first of many that we'll be getting here. Hey, this is our first dunce and skill book random event for ages, and you know, I'm just going to fish myself a dragon. Sweet, this should actually net us level 5 hunter. And bam, level 5 hunter. These hunter levels are really starting to pick up. Man, 2 in a row. I mean, it's been a little while since I've had these events, so it makes sense that I should get 2 in a row, but that puts us 1 lamp or XP book off level 6 hunter. Nice. A level 40 fishing. We're actually averaging 3 to 5k XP an hour whilst we're chopping the trees and cooking them as well, so the total XP is actually pretty decent, but the fishing XP is a little slower than expected, but still, not too bad. I'm more than happy with it. Level 29 firemaking. We've actually gained 4 firemaking levels since being here and just cooking the fish, but this unfortunately will be the last one. Level 46 fishing. It'll actually be the last fishing level we get from this chunk of bait, but it's actually been pretty good, and to go from level 25 to 46 in a single hit is pretty neat. And level 52 cooking. 16 bait to go, so this will be the last level we get from this mini grind, but it only took the better part of 10 to 12 hours, so it was actually pretty decent, and the total levels were very worthwhile. So a bit of an unexpected grind coming up here, but I thought, you know, while we're here we might as well do it, and that's firemaking. So the main idea behind this is clearing inventory space, but also gaining magic levels as efficiently and as quickly as possible. Now to do this, I either want an air or a fire battle staff. Ultimately, I would like both. An air battle staff will actually allow me to cast the combat spells that I have the runes saved up for much more efficiently, and it allows me to teleport to house at a much cheaper cost. And then the fire staff will actually allow me to low and high elk the U short bows that we're planning to make later on, without having to spend the fire runes. From here I went into a bit of a spiel about how it's possible to force spawn these wizards from hard clues multiple times and actually farm the staves or the items that I need from these guys, seeing as it's an uncommon drop, which means, you know, I'm not guaranteed to get it the very first time. So once you get a hard clue, apparently you could walk over and you could dig in the same spot and spawn up to 5 wizards at a time. Ultimate Ironman Verf actually made a video on it, and I was going to kind of explain it in an abridged version in this video. But just the other day, Gemflex came in and slapped the Snowflake community down, and they patched it. Now I'm not sure if it was a bug or what the problem was, but it's probably been in the game since it launched. So I think it was a bit coincidental that they ended up introducing this patch not long after Verf released this video. But anyways, I'm on the hunt for new ways to force spawn these bad boys, and until then, I'm going to keep farming these hard clues. It's actually a 3 in 179 chance that I get the hard clues that I need. There are only 3 dig locations in Tirannwn out of all of the possible hard clue steps that I can get. So I'm farming trees, as we know from last episode that the trees in Tirannwn only drop clue nests, so hopefully it could be a fast way of getting hard clues. Other than this, I've got the 1 in 128 drop from Tyras guards and elves. However, I'm actually quite slow at killing these guys, and it's not going to be as efficient as chopping these trees. So in the name of gains, I've also decided I'll cut the 8,000 trees I need to get to level 60 firemaking, and by the time we end it, this will be the last time we should ever need to touch these regular trees for skill gains. So here I am, minding my own business, and just in the corner of my eye, I just saw this big white person or thing moving along behind the dense forest over here. Honestly, I had no idea, but it looked like an Easter bunny, and I mean, I know the Easter event's out at the moment, but there you go, look, temptation. I did turn my privates back on recently, but this one's it's a little strange. We've got the Easter bunny out here in Tirannwn. Like I said, it's Easter time, so the Easter princess comes bearing gifts. Aw, how cute. It was actually, I didn't see them run past me, I just caught it a glimpse. Oh, they're giving me a bond too. Shout out, Temptation 4, absolute hero. The Easter bunny gives the gifts all day long. Big love, my friend. So it's actually been a little while. I thought they might have patched this as well, but that's our first clue nest, and unfortunately it's an easy nest, so it's not really something we can use. Bit rough that it's taken this long to finally get a nest. We're only halfway through the grind, so we still got another 15 or so hours to go. Got ourselves a medium clue nest here. Unfortunately still not what we're after, but it's a hell of a lot more interesting than what this fat scientist has got to offer me. Another medium clue nest, unfortunately. We're actually nearing the end of the grind as well. I was really hoping that we could start getting some more nests. I was actually expecting to get around 10 or so from this grind, so hopefully the RNG picks up a bit soon. Level 81 woodcutting and level 60 firemaking. Unfortunately, we didn't get the clues and the actual goals that we were after, but there's some great levels to get. Level 80 to 81 woodcutting just on regular trees, and level 60 firemaking. So as I said, this is the last time we should have to come back to these trees for any skills that we need to train. Over 30,000 of these logs chopped down, and my god does it feel rewarding to finally be done with them. So this video actually took a bit of an odd turn from where I expected it to go. My goal for the next 2 to 3 weeks is actually to get the crystal bow for the account so we could move on to Herbler and construction and start advancing those grinds that we need for Song of the Elves. However, in between the bad RNG that we had on those trees for getting the hard clues and not wanting to spend these runes, I'm actually going to start taking my time and getting this hard clue. The staff is going to be an insane upgrade for the account, one of the best items we can actually get, and probably useful at Zora, so I think it's well worth the effort and time that we're going to put into hunting it. On top of that, we've got Easter coming up and I've got my birthday as well, so I'm going to take some much needed time off for those things, and I'll get this video up as soon as I can. I'm starting my schedule soon, I've got the Patreon going, and I've got quite a few new ideas for some videos to fill the gaps in between TirannwnOnly. But my god, am I still so motivated for this account, and after turning privates back on and jumping back in the CC, go join it by the way, TirannwnOnly in-game, I'm so motivated, I'm so happy, and I love all the messages I get from you guys. I'm sorry I can't reply to every single one of them. I get heaps, but I love reading each and every one. It makes my day. I love you guys so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you so much for everything you've done up until this point and everything we're going to continue doing and continue smashing out. I have a few new videos planned before the next TirannwnOnly. Keep an eye out for those, but if this is all you're here for, get ready for it because the next episode should be a big one. Till next time, guys. Cheers. Next time on TirannwnOnly. Look at our first clue scroll here. Oh my god, what is it? And Sold Elf had 2 with a good drop. Come on. Oh, it's a Tirannwn step.